How you doing? This is the second part of Lab 2, the account part. It's going to create a class called account and a JUnit called test account. So this is pretty. I didn't do a walkthrough of this because I thought it was pretty similar to Rectangle. But well, I'll tell you what. We'll do the walkthrough, and then you can decide for yourself if it's basically the same thing as Rectangle. Sorry, I'm going to go to Eclipse. I'm going to start a new project. I didn't do the code for this yet, so I'm doing it while you're watching. Lab 3 account, I'm going to call it. No other changes. Lab 3 account. I've got a source. I'm going to right click it and I'm going to say give me a new class, and that's going to be in the account class. Package is going to be called ACCT. ACCT makes it happy. Okay. I do want a main. I don't need a constructor from a superclass. I do want the inherited abstract methods. Cool. Now the changes, give it a finish. Okay, got my main. I've got Java. I'm sorry, I've got the JRE. And LabStart has nothing to do with this. It's a different project. So first things first, what do I want to do with this thing? I've got 3 variables here, a string, a double, and a double. So start with the first one, string data field. This is going to be a string customer name, cust name as new string, double bow equals 0, double irate equals 0. I think I'm getting, it's not adds, it's equals. Equals new string, equals new, equals string cust name equals none. I'll have to go back to that. I know this is something funky you had to do extra with string, but for now let's do it like this. Alright, so we've got this, we've got this constructor that initializes all 3 data fields. Okay, so a no-arg constructor would be something like this. You would say public account, account, and then parentheses, no arguments. Okay, then you have public account, parentheses, what's my arguments for that? It's let's see, it's going to with all 3 data fields. So if I said cust name, string cust name, double bow, double irate. Cool. So far so good. No errors. That's a good thing. So this constructor is going to say this dot cust name equals cust name. I should have put a semicolon. There we go. This dot bow is equal to bow. Again with the semicolon. This dot irate equals irate. And I should have did a 8. Straight. There we go. Okay. So that's that. An accessor method to get bounce. Okay. An accessor method to get bounce. So what do I need to get the bounce? Okay. The way this goofy class works, it looks like cust name is going to be the key for this customer. So if I said for a given okay, we'll go through how you're going to figure that out. Let's say if I said public get bow, right, and I said for a given cust name, no, for Let's go for this so far. No parameters. Okay, and I said return. This is going to be public double, right? Return this dot bow. A mutator method to deposit a given amount, double amount, into balance. Cool. So public double deposit double amount, D amount, let's call it. So this is what I'm going to say. This dot bow plus equals plus D amount. It doesn't like something up here. It says public double deposit this method must return the result type double. Okay, yeah, I didn't return anything yet. Hello. So if I said return this dot bow. Cool. So what this is going to do is it's going to you're going to pass in a double amount. It's going to take that amount, it's going to add it to bow. Bow is going to be equal to bow what it was before plus the amount. Then it's going to return bow. So this is a double. A mutator method which would withdraw a given double amount from the balance. This method will return false without making withdrawal if the amount requested is more than the balance. Otherwise, return true, indicated the balance was successful. Okay, so you say, let's say public Boolean withdrawal double the amount. And I said, blah, there we go. If, parentheses, this dot bow is less than the amount. If the balance that they have is less than what I'm trying to take away, then then I say then like this. Let's say right here I say return false. Else. Hold on. Else. Okay, then what does it like? So look for that, is it? Alright, what is it like? I got the amount. It's case sensitive, darn it. Get rid of that. So I'm looking for the end, is it like that? No. Oh, because I didn't do braces. That's why. This is the end of that. That single semicolon is the end of that if. I get screwed up with these every once in a while. So this says, if the balance is less than the amount, return false. Well, I just can't do that because I need to do some curly braces on both sides because that's not all it's supposed to do. On the return false, that's all it's supposed to do. But on the return true, I need to do this. I need to say this dot bow equal to or minus equal to D amount, and then return true. Sorry, it took a while. It's late night. A mutator method that will accrue interest in the balance using the interest rate property to compute the updated balance. All right, so I'm going to pause it. I swear to you, I'm going to put that method in. Just I don't want to run out of time. Let me pause. Hey guys, I'm back. So I left you with the interest. I'm pretty close. I think I got it off, but it's pretty close. So I have a method out there called interest. It's a double. You pass in the rate in years, and it takes whatever the current balance is and figures out what the interest is going to be accrued, compounded based on the rate in years, and returns it through this function. I think I got the math wrong, so someone's going to have to correct it. In other words, this is the least of your problems. It's just this line of code. And then I created the instantiations down in void main. You can see when I create the account, I set it the name to Bird. I gave it $1,000, and what was 2 again? 2 was the rate, the interest rate. And then I do a get bal. It should return 1,000, which is cool. Withdrawal will return a true because it worked. Remember that's the one that returns true or false whether it works or not. Then I do a get bal. Get bal says 200 because 1,000 minus 800 is 200. And then I run this crazy interest thing, and it should be figuring out interest on $200 at 5% for 2 years, and that ends up being somehow $40,000. So I know that's not right, obviously. It might be my decimal places are a bit off. Could be maybe that's 5%. Let's take a look. Still, it doesn't look right. So, believe me, the only thing you have to fix is this. I'm pretty close. It's just 12 o'clock at night, and I'm a bit tired. These are the building blocks you'll need for Lab 3. And like I said, if you really look at it, it's the same thing as the rectangle. You've got a couple of constructors, just like you did in rectangle. You got a couple of variables, instance variables. You got a getter and setter. You got the withdrawal. That's kind of new, but it's not too terribly new. Easy stuff. Great. I'm going to post this on YouTube and get started. Have a good one.